Macniak. I'm the co-creator of the Guardian model and the author of Saving Melissa, the 7 C's Secure the Mental Health System. Today we're going to continue our discussion about fiduciary best practices, and I want to get into some definitions. We've used these terms during the course of some of our earlier discussions, and I just want to make sure that everybody is clear on what I mean when I talk about certain aspects of the application process. I'm assuming by this point in our discussion we have bandied about some of the issues, and we have made the determination that it is appropriate to move forward with an application for the involuntary designation of a fiduciary. So let me just say, as we get past and into that process, what we need to do is we need to have an understanding of who the players are. So let me first use this term, respondent. The respondent is the person who is the subject of the application. So if I am making an application to have a fiduciary appointed for Olivia, Olivia is the respondent. She is going to respond to the application that I'm making. Yes, no, I want a fiduciary, I don't want a fiduciary, so she is the respondent. I am the one making the application or the petition. I am referred to as the petitioner. So the petitioner fills out the application, the respondent responds to the application. And I don't mean to sound like I'm belittling, but these terms actually do get confusing to people. I just want to make sure that we're clear on them. We talk very often about attorneys, who's appointed. There is typically an attorney appointed, in this case for Olivia, as the respondent. That attorney is called the attorney for respondent. In most cases, Olivia does have the ability to make her own designation of an attorney if she has somebody that she uses. If not, the courts in most jurisdictions will be appointing somebody to represent her and protect her rights. Finally, I want to talk to you about the concept of the legal concept of service. Service is sort of an umbrella term that goes to how do we notify Olivia and how do we notify her family and other interested parties that there is a petition being filed, again, petition being filed by the petitioner regarding Olivia, who is in this case our respondent. Well, what we need to do is we need to be sure that all the interested parties in Olivia's life are given notice of the pending application or the pending matter before the court. So how we do that is twofold. It's either going to be mailed out by the petitioner or by the court, and typically the court will make notice, an actual notice, in a newspaper or other publication. Another thing that has to happen under certain circumstances and in certain jurisdictions is that service must be proffered upon Olivia. That means that the application needs to be taken by an independent third party, a marshal or a sheriff, and that person needs to hand deliver or walk in and leave behind the application so that service of process is given to Olivia and she's notified of the fact that there is a pending application. So along these lines, the courts will typically help out, and they will more often than not, they will give guidance in terms of who needs to get notice, how the notice needs to be given, and how service needs to be perfected upon the respondent, if at all. So with that, we're going to sign off here again, and we'll get back to you with some more of these issues and continue the discussion on our preliminary matters pertaining to the application, the petition for a fiduciary. Until next time, be proactive, be proficient, and continue to change lives.